Good morning, folks. It is the 20th of October. I'm going to give you a recap for our trading system yesterday for the 19th, what I think potentially might play out today. I think we're going to be potentially bullish today. We've already had a bullish signal here, just around about the 3:45 mark. These times are all in EST, so that's 3:45 a.m. And then we had a white diamond, which is a potential buy signal, which is currently playing out as we speak. So what did we do yesterday? Well, yesterday was quite a hard day to trade. We'd already had a big move early on before the live market. But I just want to recap on a few moves that we did have that we did pick up. So we'll start with the Nasdaq. This is the Nasdaq Futures that we're trading. These are the multiple time frame that we look at for signals, and that's potentially where we exit. So what did we have? Well, let's move back. Let's just jump to the beginning. Right, so 3:45, 4 o'clock in the morning. This is how it was looking. So initially, we had a sell signal here right towards the end of the 18th. And that played out quite nicely. Now, we did have some bullish signals here, which they played out, but not too much really. So 45 points. And then we had a subsequent sell signal. So then we had this really nice sell signal play out here for 100 points. When we're blue, that basically means we're looking for shorting so we can join the trend. And when we're orange, we're looking for going long and we can join the trend. So we had a bullish signal here that really played out quite well. Just after the market opened, it literally just went parabolic. So if you just look at that move there, so that move was worth over 100 points. So then we had a short signal here, and we had these bullish impulse signals throughout the day that didn't really play out too well. Literally, you could catch them pretty much straight off. You're going to get about 20 points on those. But the bigger time frame trade was diamond, which is here, and literally turned blue, so we'll be entering there, and literally that got over 140 points. So that was pretty much the Nasdaq. We did get a bullish signal later on in the day that did play out towards the end of the trading session. You'd have caught a decent amount there because basically you're looking to about to there. Basically, you get about 40 points, and unless you're holding overnight, which we don't personally do ourselves. So as you can see, that's actually after the market shut that it shot up on earnings figures. So then throughout the night, we had it coming down from the 11,140 range. We did have a sell signal there. So, and then subsequent switch there, and then another sell signal there. Now, then we've had this bullish divergence at the end of the day, which has then started to play out. So obviously, if we look there, 131 points in the middle of the night. Another diamond, and then another couple of bullish signals there. So these here are indicators to what's going to happen. So this is basically saying we're potentially going to go. We don't just jump in on those trades. So what we do is we look for the end of this, the bullish signal. We'll look at the retracement here, and if I just zoom in on that, you'll see what I mean. So we have a range there of 53 to 37, so 20 points. So we'd be looking at getting in around that mark on a retracement into there and looking at risking off previous low. So if we were wanting to get into earlier, if we want to wait for further confirmation, then we wait for a white diamond, which we've seen there. So that's on this system. We've got two types of trades. We've got the orange and blue bars that come up telling us buy and sell. So also, we have the diamonds as well. So those are a change of major trends. Those are a prediction of change of major trends. So we do have a further system that we monitor. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. But I just want to show you a couple of other charts. This is the Nasdaq, as we've seen. We also monitor the Dow. Dow trades a little bit more cleanly. And we did get some divergent signals. We had one early in the morning, and that's played out nicely as we speak. So just let's scroll to charts to the end. Right. Yesterday we had a bullish signal that played out nicely at 8:30. So 3438 up to 690. I believe we had a really good bearish one as well, and we only got this on the Dow. This is why we do cover the multiple indexes. So 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, we saw that this was going to come down before the market opened, and it subsequently did. In fact, it dropped quite a bit. So those were the signals on the Dow. I do believe we had one at 1 as well, which played out nicely when we were all tucked up in bed. So again, decent range. And then I just want to show you the S&P, and then we'll jump onto the momentum system. So I'm just looking for the S&P as we speak. Is this the S&P, or are we back on the Nasdaq? Right, yeah, we're on the S&P 500. So literally we had a number of signals on that. If we just look at this, just to recap. Some played out, some didn't. This bullish signal played out pretty well. So your 706 up to 740. That's really good signal playing out. That bearish signal played out, but not too much. So that bullish signal played out. This one here, obviously, I'd class it as a failure. It did. Obviously, after the signal came, you got 14 to 26. Yeah, well, you take 10 points. I mean, 10 points on the S&P. If you had your target set as 10 on a mini contract is $50 contract. It's $500. So it's still a relevant signal. It's just obviously it's not a massive signal playing out. So I'm just going to finish on a system that we're developing at the moment, which is a momentum trading business system. Quite excited for this. Basically, this picks up when we're in a momentum scenario. Also filters out when we're in a very what's the word I'm looking for? A rangy scenario where basically we will effectively want to trade because we're just going to get knocked out of the trade quite easily on these trades. So the only one it actually took yesterday was this one, which I've highlighted. See that red bar there, that red thick bar there? Basically, it's very close to the moving average. It's come down, it's retraced, and literally it's a perfect trade for this type of trade. So that played out for 100 points on the NAS. That's the only one it actually did. It filtered out of a lot of other trades, i.e. these here. If you look, these are potential trades. And yeah, you could potentially get some sort of movement. But if you look here, for instance, this one here, it's 201 down to 173. You would by the time you get in there, you're not going to make any money. Hence, it doesn't actually take it. So literally, there's quite a few extra kind of filters that we have on this system. But basically, the idea of this is it's got a built-in trade management that we're developing, and literally we're trying to maximize 100 points. So as it gets towards the end, it actually starts tightening the trailing stop. Rather than just having a fixed trailing stop, it doesn't do that. So initially, it has a wider stop to allow the trade to breathe, which is good there because obviously in this instance we would have got stopped out if we'd have started trailing it by, say, for instance, 20 points. So I just thought I'd show you that. It's quite excited about that system. It's quite good from a point of view of jumping on board if you miss a trade. Because obviously, as you can see, there's only set points that we had trades yesterday, and literally this one, if there's a trade mid-trend, it will actually take it. Because as you can see, we are literally just coming down. And then obviously we've had a bit of a retracement, and then it's jumped on board the trade. Again, that's 3 hours before the US Open. I hope you found this useful. If you do want to join us, then jump onto www.businesstraders.com and sign up and for the free trial, and give us a go, see what you think. Obviously, we're here to educate people on how the systems work, how we trade, and how we potentially make money in the markets. Stay safe and safe trading, and enjoy your day, folks. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.